Hey, I'm Kelly Morgan, and I'm a health coach for busy overachievers. Let me ask you a question. What did you choose to do today? How did you spend your time? Each and every day, we're all faced with a ton of decisions to be made on how to spend our time. What we decide to do largely makes up our lives. In a very real sense, what we eat, how we relax, what we consider important all decide who we are and what type of life we lead. Why do any of us choose what we choose? Sure, some of the things that we choose seem to be out of our control, like eating and sleeping. Other choices seem to be purely voluntary, meditating instead of watching TV, or spending time doing something that makes us joyful instead of mindlessly scrolling through Instagram. Those are examples of this. When you set your goals, think about your overall healthy lifestyle. What choices can you make that address the big picture? Focus on all of you, physical, emotional, mental, the whole shebang. This is because a healthy lifestyle is about having everything in balance and feeling a sense of ease. This is not about fast progress. All I want for you is to be making steady progress toward your goals. I want you to let go of timing expectations too. Even the time-bound part of your SMART goals, that's just a guess. I want you to experiment. I want you to think of these changes as just an experiment. Everyone is different. There's no right way to be healthy. You may find that as you go along, you change your mind about your likes and dislikes. You figure some things out, what works for you, what doesn't. That is the goal here. All that matters is what works for you. Now, it's cliche, but you know that a journey starts with a single step. We've all heard that, right? Well, it's true. To get where you're going, you have to actually start going there, right? A goal without movement is just a wish. And wishes, as we all know, don't have the power to make change. Unless you have a genie or a fairy godmother. But I don't have either of those. I wish. So yes, start your journey towards your goal by taking that all-important first step. And then step after step after step. Remember, baby steps. But there is a problem with just having that whole single step end of journey philosophy. When you focus solely on the ending, when you're at the beginning, you're going to telescope all of your energy toward that end goal. You're going to deplete all of your motivation and your ability to experiment and to figure out what works while you're getting toward that goal. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing to be goal-oriented. I don't want you to lose that. However, by focusing solely on reaching a goal, you can lose sight of some fairly important things that happen while you're getting there. And some of those things are important to actually helping you reach your destination. This is why I want you to be open to experimentation, because you'll have a lot of surprises along the way here. You might even turn from someone who hates to cook to someone with a new cooking hobby. No promises on that one, but anything's possible. I want you to keep your eyes open along the way, from start to completed goal. You want to catch what works, what doesn't work, and do so early on so you can tweak it. Paying attention to what's happening as you change and using that as your motivation to keep going, well, that's the difference between a temporary quick fix that you give up in a few months and an actual healthy lifestyle change. Keyword, lifestyle. I'll see you in the next video.